Hey, it's Doug from the Rise Above Gym channel, and I have 4 simple and effective mobility exercises that you can do daily to help you get out of pain, move better, and be ready to take on the day. Let's check them out. These mobility exercises I do daily. Try to do them when I wake up because I'm pretty stiff when I wake up, and just gets the blood flowing. It puts me in different positions that are very simple to get into, and I feel it covers a lot of bases with the hips, the shoulders, and even obliques and everything to get rotational as well. You can do them in any order. You can flow into them. You can add a little extra motion to them as well to kind of get what you need. So the first one is going to be an A-frame or a down dog. I don't like calling it down dog because I have no yoga experience other than taking a few classes, so I'm not certified in yoga, so I don't want to call it a down dog. But we're going to get in that type of position where my hands are in front. I'm going to push my hips up, and I usually like to start off with just some rocking. So I'm rocking the shoulders, rocking the hips, and then I'll start rocking my ankles, and I'll drop my hip a little bit, and I'm stretching out my calves and my hamstrings. You can either rock forward the whole body, push up. So now I'm getting a little bit in between my rhomboids or my shoulder blades. Just move in, I can hold. Also I can drop and press. So now I'm getting a little bit of tricep, a little bit of shoulder stability. I can shift forward and push forward, doing kind of like a pike push-up. Lastly, what I like to do is rotate a leg. So now I'm pushing and opening up my hip. I'll put it down, I'll reset a little bit, up, and rotate the hip the other way. The second one I call a tabletop, and this is to open up the upper back and the chest area, even the wrists and fingers. So I'm going to put my hands behind me, and this is the beginner way. You can slouch and then gently lift the chest up as I'm pulling my shoulder blades down. Slouch again, so I feel my shoulders come together in the front, and now I'm pulling them down and up. If you're better and your wrist can handle it, then you can start lifting your hips. So what I'll do is I'll start to lift my hips. I can go here, so I'm not quite a full tabletop, and I'm shifting forward and back, so I'm getting a little bit of shoulder. I'll squeeze my glutes and breathe, get a little bit further, shift forward and back. I'll come down, reset. You can even change your hand position, so now my fingers are forward, and I can do the same thing, and now I'm getting a little bit more of a bicep stretch. Coming back, shoulders down, chest up, shift. And I like to even lift a little bit, get a little bit more strength and stability. I'll reset and shift, lift, hold, down, lift, and hold. So that's going to stretch everything out the other way. So if we're on computers or driving or watching TV, even weightlifting, bench pressing, things like that, going forward, we're going to try to open everything up. Third one, simple squat. So in the beginning of the squat, you might be stiff. I'm just going to kind of just shift my body, get into a squat. I like to initially put my elbows inside my knees. Yeah, you can clap if you want to. And just shift around. I'm trying to keep my feet flat and just shifting around back and forth, seeing where my body is at this moment. As I go along, I'm going to get my elbows a little bit lower towards my hip joint and just wedge them out and open them up. Then I like to breathe and sink a little more. So breathe in and sink, and I can shift more. You can add a support, so now I'm wedged with my left arm. Then I wedge with my right arm, and see how that opening up is. Sink a little bit more, shifting around, breathe, drop. And as I do it, And then I'm gonna start lifting my chest more. The last one we're gonna do is gonna be for the hips and a little bit of upper back rotation. We're gonna do a runner's lunge. So I'm gonna step and sink. My knee is just outside my elbow. My hands are inside. And then now I'm just gonna shift back and forth, opening up my hip, sinking this one lower. Come this way a little bit so you can see me. And then you can also, I'm pushing my knee out while keeping my foot flat and bringing it in, opening up. Then I can stabilize with my right arm and then rotate towards my knee and up and down. Rotate up. Then I can add a reach across. Rotate up. Next, I can make it a little bit more challenging by shifting my weight towards my left leg and opening the other way. And then coming down and up. So there you have the 4 exercises I like to do to get my body going and to make my hips feel good, make my upper back feel good, and be ready to work out or get on with my day. If I do these regularly, I notice I don't have a stiff back or even shoulders, and I feel pretty good. You can put these together too and flow into things very slowly. Now maybe I'll do a little demo right here of how I would do it. Remember, there's no right or wrong, and in terms of movement, I don't think there's any right or wrong with movement, especially body weight movement. We're not loading the body beyond just our body weight, so feel free to explore, change angles, make sure things don't hurt when you're doing it, but let's do something. So let's go, start with our A-frame here, and I'll just shift back and forth, nice and slow, checking in with the body to see what feels good. And maybe I'll step here, shift, open up. You can shift a little bit more. Maybe I'll step this way. See how my other leg is doing. See if it's tighter or looser. Open up. Feels a little tighter. I'm going to open up this side, which is definitely tighter. Drop into the squat. I can hold my feet. I can pull them in. Drop in, shift around, wedge in, breathe. Lift my chest, move around. And then I can kick through. And then I can shift around here. So I'm not in a full tabletop. I'm just going to shift my shoulders, maybe slouch and lift again. Come up here, shift, come up, and maybe I'll turn around back here, drop a couple. So as you can see, these flow very well together. I recommend only a few minutes, 2 to 5 minutes, just moving around. Feel good, get the blood flowing, stretch the muscles out in the fascia, and you should be ready to take on your day. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please like it down below. Also consider subscribing as I put a new video out every week. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.